Being something of an aficionado on Sherlock Holmes and a lifelong fan of Tom and Jerry, I admit my curiosity was piqued upon stumbling across this DVD in the store. On this Torches review, Tom and Jerry meet Sherlock Holmes. The film stars Michael York as the voice of Holmes and John Rhys Davies as Dr. Watson, with Malcolm McDowell lending his voice to the devious Professor Moriarty. I don't suppose it's a spoiler to say Moriarty is the villain since he's billed in the credits. The story opens with Jerry working as a junior assistant to the great detective and Tom bringing them a case. A rash of jewelry thefts have occurred. Their investigation leads them to Red, a pretty dance hall singer who is being blackmailed. Red actually has quite a big part to play in this film. She, of course, is the same character from Tex Avery's classic Red Hot Riding Hood and the subsequent sequels. For a gal in her 70s, she still makes men's mouths water. Holmes and Watson actually disappear after the first act in an investigation, giving Tom and Jerry a chance to showcase their slapstick shenanigans while trying to protect Red in their absence. They turn to Tuffy for shelter, who plays a church mouse. I could never understand why he could talk and Jerry can't. Did those genes skip a generation? Many other Tom and Jerry MGM cartoon staples show up in brief roles. The father and son team of Spike and Tyke, Butch and Droopy, even Barney the Bear gets a cameo. The movie is a lot of fun and at 50 minutes goes along at a brisk pace. It doesn't overstay its welcome. The animation is spectacular. It reminds me of just how little we have in quality 2D animation these days. The designs of Holmes and Watson are spot on, as is the casting of York and Rhys Davies in their respective roles. It makes me long for an animated series of their further adventures. There are plenty of Holmes references throughout the film, such as Rathbone, Nigel Bruce, Jeremy Brett, The Twisted Lip, and a tombstone reading Doyle. There is also some callbacks to Holmes in other media. For example, Moriarty speeds away in a carriage with Red, only to have Tom and Jerry give chase in a flying contraption, not unlike the ending of Young Sherlock Holmes. Holmes and Moriarty also have a showdown at the edge of a bridge. Will they tumble over? Well, what do you think? Red's dance hall number, titled Bumbershoot, is also reminiscent of a routine done in The Great Mouse Detective, though even the number in The Great Mouse Detective was more, for lack of a better term, provocative than this one. Frankly, that's one of my few disappointments in the film. Red is the original cartoon hottie, but they toned her act way down here. One would think if they could get away with it in the 40s, it would be child's play these days. Here's Red back in her salad days. Hubba hubba. But what about the children? I guess the only other complaint I have is with Tom's legendary scream. No one does it better than Tom. But it's just not as funny as in the original cartoons. Reportedly, William Hanna himself supplied the screams of Tom in the originals. It shouldn't be too big a deal to cut some of the original soundtrack into the new film. Now that guy could scream, bringing pain and humor to a whole new level. Overall, a lot of fun with some old friends I've not seen in a while. Check it out. I'm giving Tom and Jerry Meet Sherlock Holmes 5 out of 5 stars. This is Johnnie Torch once again reminding you, keep the flame burning brightly, and I'll be with you again very soon.